All right, here today with Max Reynolds, ARG's own Max Reynolds, here at the Louisville Metro Series. How'd you do today, Max?
I started 5-0 in Swiss, and then I drew the last 2 rounds to guarantee top 8, and then I ended up losing in top 8 because I opened 3 effect Veilers playing against Cliff Fort game 1, so it was just a
little rough.
Yeah.
All right, so what are you playing today?
The Nekros.
Nekros? All right, let's take a look at it.
Group. Basically standard 3 Brio, 3 Unicorn, 2 Closolus. A lot of people only like playing one of this for some reason. I don't really understand why. It's just like an engine card. You should play 3 of this, but I only had 2 for the event.
Okay.
So in its place, I played a 3rd effect Veiler. Normally, I would be playing 2.
Okay.
Decisive Armor. A lot of other people don't like playing this either, but there's so many OTKs, and it's just so important in the mirror match too.
Yeah, it's really good with the Kaleidoscope OTK too against Cliff Fort.
Gungnir really important in the mirror match because it lets you push through Valkyries and stuff. And it's also pretty good against Cliff Fort too.
Yeah. And Trishula.
Trishula, standard.
I
played 2 at the regional that I topped, but it clogged a little bit, so I just went back down to 1. So that's all the ritual guys, I think.
Okay.
3 Manju, 3 Senju. Shouldn't really have to explain. You just want to open either one of these and hopefully get to a Jin lock or something. You'll make a rank 4 play. What's really cool is if you open Kaleidomir in one of these and you have access to Unicorn and Valkyris, you can stack any monster and just draw whatever you want. So in the mirror, you can be like, oh, I need a Veiler, and then you have all your cards off the field.
Yeah,
so that's
insane
cool too. 3 Shrit. I don't a lot of people think it just clogs a lot, but if you have 2 and you have 2 mirrors, you're fine because you can just use this whole tribute twice and then get a free monster.
Yeah.
The Jin guy
for the lock.
Just for the lock. Most people agreed to side this out today, so that was convenient.
That's nice.
And then 1 Dance Princess. A lot of people what's the other guy? I don't even know what he's called. He searches spellcasters, and when he's sent to the grave or when he's banished, he's the foolish one. I like this a lot better because it. When you summon it, it forces your opponent to have to flip their emptinesses right away, because otherwise they can't just respond to your ritual spells and activations and stuff. Also, if you want to Trishula and have no fear of Veiler, you just summon this, and then when you activate your effect, they can't target your Trishula, so you're guaranteed that your Trish resolves.
Yeah, you're also right. It's an out to
it's out to Nichiri Beast too.
Yeah, because I think every Cliff Fort build that topped was running the triple E teleport and the recover in the side.
Yeah, my top 8 match, I played my friend Ben actually. He opened Nichiri Beast game 2, and I had a handful of spells, so I couldn't actually get to this, but I was able to out it with hands, which you'll see.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And then the 3 Veiler, like I was saying, it's really good in the mirror. You can bait your opponent into trying to trish you, and then you Veiler, and then you just trish them back, and you pretty much win from there. So that was good. And Veiler actually came up as a tuner today once. I synchroed with a trish to make a Leo to swing over a Valk that was too big. So
nice.
Veiler actually did some work.
Right, on to spells.
3 prep. Really no reason not to. It's just +1 and it gets you where you need to go. 3 MST. I was really iffy on this going into this event because I wasn't really sure how many mirrors I'd be seeing, because it's really bad in the mirror, but it's good against Cliff Fort, which is a bad matchup, and you need it for Floodgate. So I got here super late and I didn't know, so I just decided to play it safe.
Yeah.
3 Nekros, or 2 Nekros mirror, 2 Kaleidomir.
So 2 of each. Okay.
Very standard. They're all really good. Kaleidomir's definitely just better in the early game, and this is really good in the late game. And I feel like this one's just good all the time. I don't know. You can make it live. If you have Trishula or Brio and Closolus, you can just get to Trish super easily with this. So I like that card.
Just by searching, you can get to Trish, which is really nice.
And then I played 2 Book of Eclipse to out the Jin lock. This is another card I really just hate, but you kind of have to play to out that.
Yeah.
It got sided out almost every single time. Book of Moon.
Another out,
and it's out to bad Cliff Fort players who flip emptiness and have sacrifice, so you can just book their guy and get rid of it. A lot of people do that, and then they'll also be they'll continue to be bad and search a monster, give a card in hand, and then you can just trish them. So definitely don't do that. And then Raigeki is the last spell, and then no traps.
Okay. Let's do side deck first. Yeah, side deck.
2 Kaiku. Really, really good in the mirror. You can summon this and then just OTK, because then they can't Valk you. And you can, if you're not going for game, you can still just banish their monsters out of their grave, which prevents them from doing any plays with mirror. So he's really cool. Today I did the stack play like I said earlier. I put him on top with Chain, and then
And then drew with Valk.
And then drew with Valk, and summoned it in OTK in the mirror, so that was super good. 3 Ice Hand and 2 Fire Hand. This is for Clifford, and basically any rogue deck that's just going to throw on a million Floodgates. They basically just solve all your problems. Like, in my top 8 match, I was struggling in game 2, and I drew a hand, and I literally won because of it. He had a field, and I just like set an Ice Hand, and he couldn't deal with it.
Yeah, Clifford's always had a really big problem with this card.
So they're definitely just really good. They're also level 4, which is relevant because they can get you to your level chain, and if for some reason you have the Jin and still you can Jin lock or do the chain play to search your deck, so that's cool. 3 Shared Ride. I didn't draw this once today, or I did, but I didn't play it.
Just for the mirror?
Yeah, it's for the mirror. It's really good in the mirror. It's basically just like another maxi. They pretty much have to stop. And if you chain it to prep, you get to draw 2 cards if they choose to add.
Yeah, because it's each time they add.
Dark Hole, this is for Rogue. It's okay in the mirror because you get to clear all your cards off the board, but still kind of iffy on it, I guess.
1 Twister?
1 Twister? I don't know, man. Like, before this event, I literally just got here super late, and I was like, I'm just going to throw this in. I need more removal for the Cliff 4 matchup.
I've seen some people do Fairy Wind.
Yeah, I like this because I could, like, when I draw it, I can play it right away.
Yeah.
And then 2 Emptiness.
How was this?
This was really good. In the mirror, I would side out MSTs, or basically at least like 1, and like the Gen cards, and people would agree to side them out and put these in. And every time I drew it, it was a blowout. And basically,
and they're probably going to side out their MSTs too because it's really dead.
It's really good. I did that at the regional too.
All right, on to the extra.
Is it too late to sell things for food money?
Dragon Master Knight, best card in the game.
Yeah, that's your 12.
That's your 12, yeah.
So you're not running the
no Quasar, no
Quasar combo.
Executal play. I think that play is just awful.
It's
like,
cute.
If you could do that, I feel like you should already just win.
Yeah. 2 Herald.
2 Herald, yeah. Really standard. You play them here like at least twice a game. Leo. I actually made this today, like I said earlier, so he was pretty good. A lot of people don't like a 10, but it definitely comes up. Star Eater.
Is your 11?
Just 11, yeah. Rank 4s, you have Castel, Exciton, Ragnazero, Diamond Dire, Rhapsody, Dweller, Emerald.
Yeah, pretty much all
Pretty
of them.
much a lot of standard ones. The ones I actually made today were Chain, Dweller, Cowboy, Castel, and Exciton Knight. I didn't use any of these other ones.
Yeah.
I never got to a point in any mirror where this came up, but normally like it's really good in the mirror because it gives you like all your cards back. So
yeah, because you can keep up the tempo, which is really good. I saw some people running Crazy Box as well.
Yeah, I actually wish I ran
card.
Crazy Box. I got skill drained by Clifford, and I had like a chance to like hit a scout out, and I couldn't get over it. And I was like, man, like why am I just not playing Crazy Box?
Yeah.
Eventually, I was able to win just by drawing a Book of Moon and activating this and killing him. So.
What would you cut if you wanted to put a Crazy Box in from the extra?
Probably Ragnazero. This just didn't come up at all. This is good in the mirror match because you can banish their mirrors. So I definitely wouldn't cut this. Just didn't come up today.
Okay.
Direwolf is still like super good. Emerald.
Yeah.
I guess it might be between one of these two.
Okay.
Because this, I've never had an instance where I've been like, oh yeah, I gotta make Karn Gorgon here. Like,
Burning Abyss isn't really a thing, or that style of Burning Abyss isn't really a thing anymore.
So yeah, that's the deck.
All right.
It was a good day, a good event. I recommend you go to more Metro Series. Better than a regional.
Yeah, we're gonna have more. How'd you like this build over the one that you played, that you went undefeated at Columbus with?
The main difference was Trishula, and I didn't side Royal to create this event. I didn't really notice it was gone. So I actually think I like this build a little better because the hands are just like super good. I recommend siding them.
Yeah, I noticed because you're not running any like the major back row floodgates, either Denkoseka or Royal Decree, which a lot of people swear by.
Yeah, I thought the Decree was like the truth, and then I was just like, I don't really actually need this because they can just Helix it if they really want to.
Yeah, and hand gets is so good against Cliff Ward. It's like they deal with everything.
So yeah.
All right, good. Are we going to be seeing you at some of the upcoming circuit series?
I should be at Connecticut. I don't know if I'll be at Fort Lauderdale.
All right, sounds
I definitely
good,
will be at Connecticut.
All right, good seeing you, Max, and congrats on top 8.
Thank you.
Thank you.